You know, we're all taught that wealth is about the numbers you see in a bank account, right? But what if the real secret to getting rich isn't about what's in your wallet, but what's going on in your head? Today, we're going to dig into how lasting wealth actually starts, not with a paycheck, but with a really powerful shift in your thinking.
So let's just get right to the heart of it with this question. Does money create a certain mindset, or does the mindset create the money? The whole idea we're unpacking here is that financial success is an effect, not a cause. It's the result of a very specific way of thinking that you have to build first.
And really, it all boils down to two totally opposite ways of seeing the world. Over on the left, you've got the scarcity brain. This brain sees life as a zero-sum game, like there's only one pie with a limited number of slices. So every time someone else gets a piece, it feels like a loss for you. It's a way of thinking that actually pushes opportunities away. But then on the right, you have the abundance brain. This one sees the world as a place of infinite possibility, where new value can always be created. It's not about fighting for a slice of the pie, it's about realizing you can bake a whole new one. And that mindset, well, it acts like a magnet for wealth.
Okay, so if we want to build that abundance mindset, where do we even begin? Well, the very first step is demolition. We have to take apart the old, faulty programming about money that got installed in our minds when we were kids.
Think of it like this. Your brain's financial operating system was coded way back in your childhood. And the big problem is, that code is often full of bugs and limiting beliefs that we just soaked up from our environment, long before we ever had a chance to question them.
And here are some of the most common bugs in that old code. Just take a look at these beliefs on the screen. Things like, money is the root of all evil, or the classic, I'm just not good with money. These aren't just harmless little sayings, no way. They are actual lines of code that are running in the background of your mind, quietly sabotaging your financial decisions and capping your potential without you even knowing it.
So you really have to stop and ask yourself the tough question you see here. Are these beliefs that were handed down to you actually serving you today? Or are they the invisible chains that are holding you back? Because at the end of the day, a belief is just a tool. And if it's not building the life you want, it's time to get a new one.
All right, so once we've started clearing out that old programming, it's time to build something new right in its place. This is section 2. We're moving from just thoughts to actual actions by building powerful wealth habits.
This quote right here just captures the core principle perfectly. Wealth isn't about some lucky break or winning the lottery. It's the direct result of small, consistent, and intentional habits that compound over time until they become completely automatic.
So what do these habits actually look like day to day? Well, they're all about intentional action. First, you have to act. You have to build momentum instead of getting stuck just planning forever. Second, learn something new every single day. Turn yourself into an idea machine by, say, reading just 10 pages of a good nonfiction book. Third, consciously watch your spending. This is about you being in control of your money, not the other way around. And finally, and this is a big one, cultivate deep focus. In this crazy, distracted world we live in, the ability to truly concentrate is a genuine superpower for creating value.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the most powerful but often overlooked factors in your success, your environment. And I'm not just talking about your physical space. I'm talking about the people and the information that you allow into your mind. This is a super famous quote for a reason, because it is profoundly true. The people you surround yourself with literally shape your ambitions, your expectations, and yep, even your income. They're either an engine pulling you forward or an anchor holding you back. It's absolutely crucial to know which is which. And this table just lays it out so clearly. A toxic environment is all about complaints and justifications. A supportive one is all about opportunities and solutions. One drains your energy, the other one fuels it. And the real takeaway here is that you have a choice. You get to consciously decide which of these conversations you want to be a part of every single day.
So this brings us to the final, and maybe the most important transformation of all. We're going to redefine wealth entirely, moving way beyond just money to something much, much deeper and more powerful. What is the real endgame here?
The ultimate shift is going from being a consumer to being a producer. A consumer takes things in. They consume time scrolling, they consume entertainment, they consume products. A producer, on the other hand, creates. They produce value, they generate ideas, they offer services. And this isn't just about business, it's a fundamental change in your identity. You just have to ask yourself, am I spending my day consuming or am I producing? And this brings us to the ultimate definition. True wealth isn't about owning stuff. It's about owning yourself. It's the ability to direct your own thoughts, to manage your emotions, and to control your focus. It is complete self-mastery. And when you achieve that, financial wealth often just follows as a natural byproduct. And this idea just brings everything together. Think of your bank account, your career, your entire life as a giant mirror. It's simply reflecting the state of your inner world, your programming, your beliefs, your habits. If you want to change the reflection, you can't work on the mirror. You have to change the source. You have to change you.
So the final takeaway is really simple. The power to change your entire life is already inside of you. The only question left is the one you see right here on the screen. Building a new inner world starts with just a single action. So what's your first brick going to be?